99 Nigeria info. Lovely morning to you, Lagos, Nigeria, wherever you are. You're welcome to the Morning Crossfire. This is the last hour of the show that brings the biggest conversation to the radio in the morning. I am Sheriff Quadry, and you're welcome to join us. We're live on Facebook and YouTube right now because we're streaming live on those two platforms. You can join the conversation there because we'd like to have your thoughts on what we want to talk about. In the next 25 minutes, is going to be a conversation for everybody. You're welcome. And you can also let me know what you think about the federal government Special Public Works program on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. That's right, on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. You can also send me your thoughts on WhatsApp. The WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805. Honorable Minister of State for Labour and Employment joins me right now. Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Festus Keyamo. Good morning, sir. It's good to have you on the show.
Good morning, Sharif.
Hope you had a restful weekend.
Yes, well, I tried. And then good morning, Nigeria.
Now, let's begin. Let's start with the basics. The Special Public Works program. We know that some states have started. Can you intimate Nigeria with the update currently right now as it stands on the Special Public Works program of the federal government?
Thank you very much, and thank you for this opportunity. About 80% of the states across the country, they have actually done their formal launch of the program, and they have started in earnest. Almost all the states have actually started, but we require some kind of formal ceremony to kick it off.
Okay.
So a few states are remaining. I think some are doing it today and tomorrow. So the work has started in earnest across the country, and I hope we'll have some time to just intimate Nigerians regarding the model the program has adopted.
Right. But correct me if I'm wrong. This is the pilot phase, right? And it's not all. This is not the pilot.
No, the pilot stage was adopted early last year.
Okay.
The president approved it late in 2019. And the pilot stage was demonstrated in 8 states. And not all the local governments in those 8 states. It was we only picked five local governments out of those 8 states.
Right.
So the pilot scheme was supposed to run for 3 months.
Okay.
February to April. But then after the first month, the pandemic caught up with us.
Mm-hmm.
And so we could not complete all the 8 states.
Okay.
However, as a direct reaction to the ravaging effect of the pandemic, the president now took the program and put it directly under what they call the Economic Sustainability Plan, because the pandemic actually affected so many small businesses, affected even big business. But the people that were immediately affected were those people who depended on daily pay, and that is the laborers. You know, most of us who are elites, who are graduates, we think that the only way people earn money is to receive money at the end of the month, which is called the monthly salary.
Right.
Or those people who are skilled workers like plumbers, carpenters, and all that. They always think that the only way to earn money is when you finish your work, and maybe after every 3 days or 4 days, you do a particular job and they pay you handsomely.
Right.
But Nigerians don't know that there are people who are called the laborers. These laborers are the very bottom of the economy. They go out every day not knowing where the next meal will come from. They just go to different construction sites. They go to different places where there's any kind of manual work going on.
Right.
And they just ask, can I work here for today? So at the end of that day, you must pay them something. Some people 3,000, some 4,000, some even 2,000 naira at the end of the day. For them to just survive for that day, the next morning they are up again, going around the city. They call them the itinerant workers. This program targets those kind of people.
Okay.
Because they are daily workers. They depend on daily pay. Now, no government in the history of Nigeria has targeted this type
What will they be doing exactly?
Now, they will be doing different type of community service that are peculiar, community services that are peculiar to different local governments in the country.
Okay.
People have seen headlines where people say it is to clear gutters, it is to clear drainages. No, that is wrong. It is just clearing of gutters and drainage may just be one of several hundreds of different types of things that these people can do.
Okay.
Now, the basic idea behind this program that it's a social intervention program. It is not just a work program to say we want to create employment. It's just a stopgap to let people get something into their pocket, especially at that low level.
Okay.
As a direct reaction to what the pandemic can cost. Of course, we can take it from there. There will be exit strategies. After the end of the program, it might develop into something more permanent. But this is a stopgap.
Right.
To put money in the pockets of people. But then, like I said, apart from being a social intervention program,
right,
it is like using one stone to kill two birds. Whilst you are trying to give people money as a social intervention to their lives,
right,
you also want to use them to perform some kind of community service,
okay,
so that the community will also benefit from their work.
Okay. All right.
So they will be maintaining public infrastructure. They will be maintaining anything that has to do with uplifting the public infrastructure and maintaining them.
Right.
Some
right.
people, so in some communities that are very agrarian, that they are mainly farmers, they may use this period to dig some irrigation channel. There are many farms that depend on irrigation, water coming in from the streams and river into their farms.
True.
To ensure that they can deal with irrigation. In urban cities like Lagos, they can use them for traffic control. So you can use them for different things depending on how the unique needs of those particular local governments. But we are getting 1,000 persons per local government throughout the country, and that's why we call it 7,000 jobs.
Now let's talk about how you are going to get those 774,000 Nigerians to work. There are fears that politicians, such as yourself, Honorable Minister, have hijacked the entire process by way of sharing slots meant for the general populace to favor their supporters alone. Well, this is because in June last year, when you appeared before the National Assembly Joint Committee, you yourself even accused the lawmakers of trying to take control of the recruitment process. If you recall, I'm sure that you recall, it went into another level entirely. There were shoutings and talkbacks between you and the lawmakers. According to you, they already had 15% of, So Nigerians want to know exactly, should they be expecting anything, or they should just leave it to politicians such as yourself and the lawmakers?
Well, thank you very much for that question. First of all, we have put all that incident behind us. We are all patriots. We need the best for Nigerians. We want the best for Nigerians. So as patriots, we put all that behind us. We are looking ahead. First of all, if you look at the composition of the committees that we set up across the country, you will understand that we have tried all our best to ensure that it is not only left for political office holders. In each of the states, we have a selection committee. The committees are made up of multi-sectorial inputs.
Okay.
You have people from the Christian Association of Nigeria. You have them from the Muslim Association. You have the National Union of Road Transport Workers. You have the leader of the market. You have civil society organizations, and on and on. So you can see that, and then traditional rulers too. The traditional institutions are also represented. Okay. So you can see that in the selection committees at the local level, we have done our best to ensure that different people from different sectors are represented in those committees. So it allays any kind of fear that politicians alone are going to hijack it. It totally allays it. Because these people I just mentioned, this category of persons, and don't forget that we are not the ones that just sat down and picked these people. We wrote to their headquarters to say, can you give us the names of the, elected members of your state branches? So the Christian Association for Nigeria, for example, gave us their list from the headquarters to say, these are the state chairmen of CAN. The Muslims did the same thing. National Union of Road Transport did the same thing. That is why somebody like Oluomo Akinsoya was part of the committee in Lagos State. People thought it was done to favor a particular political person, group in Lagos. No, he only came in by way of, in quotes, statutory allocation, statutory appointment. Because we have said all heads of national union around the whole country were part of the committee. Okay, so really, we did not sit down and try to favor anybody. We did not. They came in purely by nomination of their various bodies, including civil society organizations. So we have done our best. We did our very best to ensure that different sectors of Nigeria, they also have nominations.
So the final selection is down to these committees in the
correct.
states.
Correct. We don't micromanage this committee from Abuja. No, we don't micromanage them. Let them. We restricted them to it's a local affair. These are people who know the people within the states and who know those who actually need these jobs within the states. We cannot pretend to sit there in Abuja and pick 774,000 people across the country. No, of course. Well, I won't kill myself doing that.
What is a long-term plan? Is there a long-term plan? Let's even ask that one. Is there a long-term plan for this SPW program? Is there a long-term?
There are different proposals on our table to make it a long-term plan. The first one is that once the program succeeds a lot, like this program had been done, the model has been adopted in countries like China, Bangladesh, India in the past. They used it to fight poverty. So in those countries, because it became very successful, they were doing it as annual events. So the long-term plan is that if it succeeds, the president may approve it as an annual program, annual 3-4 month program. And it helps because it gives people capital.
Right.
To boost their small businesses. For instance, you are going to inject 46 or so billion, nearly 50 billion into the very, very bottom of the economy in the next few months. That's going to boost a lot of buying and selling at that level. It's going to boost the economy at that level. People always look at the elite. They always look at the middle class. They think that only the middle class that is entitled to this type of intervention. We have a lot of intervention programs for middle class already. The Empower program is there. So many programs are there for the middle class already.
Right.
But this is for the really, really low class. And no government in the country, in the history of Nigeria, has actually thought of the lowest class of Nigerians as this government has done. So, if it becomes a very successful program, the president may approve it as an annual program. The president may extend it beyond 3 months, depending on how buoyant the economy is. Or, like I said, the president may migrate them into some very big agricultural program, because this has also created a database for us of people who are laborers at that level of the economy. We now have their bank numbers, we have their names, their bank account numbers, and everything. We have a database of them already.
Right.
Yeah.
There is this concern that I heard when I was preparing for this interview. And Honorable Minister, I would like for you to please clarify. I'm hearing that for anybody to be eligible for this particular program, the Special Public Works program, the person must have a national identification number, NIN.
Wrong. Lie.
So it's not true?
Lie. Not true. These are things they say, they peddle around to just spoil some of these programs. It's not true. We didn't require.
Fantastic. Now,
we must register you in a bank.
Okay.
The bank must capture you. The reason is that we want to eliminate fraud entirely.
Okay.
Nobody is going to receive two payments, and that's why we decided to be very strict in the recruitment process, in the registration process. We are going to take their biometrics, ensure that they are paid by BVN, so that every single payment can be traced to an account.
Right.
We're not paying cash to anybody. So as I speak with you, there will be zero fraud, not even 1.1% fraud. Zero. Zero fraud.
One more question before I open up the phone lines because we have about 5 more minutes to go on this interview. And I must ask you. I've also heard that you were accused of hijacking this particular project from the NDE, because from the research, I saw that this particular program is actually domiciled with the National Directorate of Employment. What's your role in all of this? And would you agree that you hijacked this program?
Well, it is only people who are ignorant and those who wanted to just give a dog a bad name that made those accusations. Have you read the ND Act, the National Director of Employment? Have you read the law?
Not fully.
The minister is part of the ND. So any attempt to even struggle to separate the image of the minister from that of the ND is a fruitless exercise. First of all, I am the chairman of the board of ND by law. Not by directive of Mr. President even alone. By law, I'm the chairman of the board. The board takes all the decisions regarding how programs will be run by the NDA. And by law, the minister gives directives to both management and the board, and they must comply. That's section 15. Must. They say they must comply with those directives. Then section 16 of the law says the minister has the exclusive right to form committees for the NDA. Nobody shares that power with me. If anybody wants to share that power, the person wants anything, any input, the person must lobby me. They can't intimidate me. They can't force me. They can't blackmail me. It is an exclusive right given to me by law. It's only the minister, not the DG or anybody. And by section 5 or so of the law, the DG reports to the minister on a day-to-day basis. If you look at the structure of government, agencies and CEOs are there to carry out, they are the actual CEOs. They are the people who implement programs. But guess what? They must implement those programs on the clear directives of ministers. That is the structure of government. So there's no CEO who can run amok to say, I am the person implementing the program, so you don't have any input.
Right.
You must comply with the directives of a minister. If you don't comply with the directives of a minister, you must wait for the consequence of that.
Okay, let's take some calls in. Let's take some calls in before we go, Honorable Minister. We have about 4 more minutes to go. 0700 993 993 993. We have a very limited time. Please, when you call, take 30 seconds to ask your question. It just goes to the point, straight to the point. No dilly-dallying or anything. Straight to the point. And we'll love to hear from you. But please, when you're calling, turn off your radio. It's very important that you do that. Nigeria Info. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sheriff.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, Sheriff. My name is Uche. I'm calling from Ikeja this morning. Honorable Minister, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Uche.
Yes. Honorable Minister, now I do appreciate the fact that this gesture basically is to put money in the pockets of Nigerians who are, at the very bottom of the ladder to stimulate the economy and all that. But Honorable Minister, sincerely, I really don't think this is a worthwhile venture. And I'll tell you my reason. You see, at the end of the day, what the federal government will do is to take money from its lean purse and put in the pocket of these Nigerians, the low-level Nigerians. And at the end of the day, this will not in any way generate anything in terms of money or revenue for the society. What I would have expected to be done is for the federal government, for instance, to set up industries. Look at the textile industry, for instance. If we could have big textile factories spread across the 6 geopolitical zones where people can go, learn the trade, and begin to, go into manufacturing. Factory laborers, factory workers, and all that. It will also help the poor farmers.
Uche, thank you for calling. Appreciate it. Let's squeeze in another call. Okay, I think we lost that call as well. We're going to drop that call. Honorable Minister, would you like to respond to Uche's contribution before we take another one?
Yes, thank you very much, Uche. I do appreciate the point Uche made, but let me also just quickly say this. Now, building factories and building infrastructure is a key issue that government must direct its attention to. Government is already doing that, but don't forget that it takes time to build infrastructure and the factories for the factories to begin to work and the factories to begin to employ people. So if you said a government that has 4 years to spend on the second term, to build one factory may even take the whole of the 4 years to get the factory set up, or it may take 2 years. What happens to people who have been ravaged by the COVID-19 pandemic between that time and the 2 years when the factories will be ready? Will they die? Will their families not eat? So it's a mixture of both direct intervention in the lives of people, social intervention, and the building of infrastructure that should be the function of government.
Right.
While government is building infrastructure and the railways and waiting for El Dorado to come, people have to survive for the now, before those factories get ready. And this is just a small intervention. The total package, COVID-19 package, is about 2.3 trillion. This is just a very small, not even up to 1%. It's 50 billion that you are using to make sure that people survive now.
Right.
But there's a bigger package under the 2.3 trillion naira intervention. CBN has loans for small businesses under that package, not just the social intervention. So factories can apply. Factories who are affected, they can apply for loans to also make sure that they kickstart those businesses again.
Right. Right. Before I take in the next call, I need to ask you this question, Honorable Minister. It's 8:25 already. The lawmakers, federal lawmakers, said that you shouldn't go ahead with this program. Please update us. What's the current situation on that particular directive?
No, it can't be a directive. A directive can only be given by Mr. President.
Okay.
It was just, I think they were urging Mr. President, not me. It's Mr. President. This program is not my program.
Okay.
It's Mr. President. They were urging him that they wanted to look into one or two things. Mr. President should delay it or something. But Mr. President directed that we should go ahead. So we only take directives from Mr. President. I'm an appointee of Mr. President. I take directives from Mr. President.
That's fine. Now let's. We have to go now. I can't take any more calls. Honorable Minister, thank you so much for granting us your time this morning. I know that you. I mean, we've been planning this for how long, Honorable Minister? Since last year.
For so many months.
Finally, we were able to do it. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Hopefully, we'll have you again pretty much soon. Thank you, Honorable Minister Festus Keyamo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, for joining us on the Morning Crossfire. We need to go on a break. When we return, we'll take your reaction to everything you've heard from the Honorable Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo, Senior Advocate. I'll be back in a moment. Stay here.
In the information era, facts, events, and news are available at the click of a button. The information flow is enormous, which makes the financial markets unpredictable. As a trader, you need to have a strategy, and most importantly, to you. With its origin dating back to 2010, we are a multi-regulated broker with over 2 million live accounts, wide global presence, more than 35 international awards, tight spreads, multiple assets, reliable fast execution, technological innovation, and multiple account types. The Hot Forex team is always ready to deliver trading services and free trading education that you can rely on every time. And this is not just a mission, it's a promise. Visit the Hot Forex Educational Centers at 3rd floor, Warala House, 90 Allen Avenue, Ikeja, Lagos, or call 0908-517-6394 or visit www.hotforex.com. Hot Forex, for traders that want more.
I won't tell you the secret of better food. Now the new no chicken and classic seasoning powder. The ingredient they take make am na natural by nature, like real chicken, rosemary, black and white pepper, garlic, onion, parsley, mushroom, coriander, and plenty more. If you knack new no seasoning powder for inside your jollof, fried rice, egusi, and all other soup, you go know say flavor pass flavor. New no seasoning powder, natural by ingredients, banga by flavor. Naija no dey carry last. That is why we push our bodies, stretch our minds in order to succeed. And when our bodies break down with pains, aches, and fever, we know Emzo paracetamol will help us push through. So with Emzo paracetamol in our hands, success in our eyes, and the Naija fighting spirit in our hearts, we tell pain, not today.
For aches, pains, and fever, trust Emzor paracetamol. If symptoms persist after 2 days, please see your doctor.
Hey, Doredo!
better itself. Now 10 gigabyte data just land my Airtel so. Guess how much? 3,000 naira. 3K for 10 gigabyte data. You shock, Abi? Make I add extra shock. 5,000 naira go give you 20 gigabyte data. Now so be self for shock. Oh.
That's right. With Airtel data, just a little more gets you so much more. Introducing Airtel More for More data plans, like 10 gigabytes for just 3,000 naira and 20 gigabytes for 5,000 naira. Dial *141# today to experience the network with the widest 4G coverage.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Start your day right. Join us on the Morning Crossfire.
These children being kidnapped, they didn't do anything wrong for being in Nigeria. They are actually hoping on us for their future. Some of them are the only daughter, the only child of their parents.
I don't think it's fair what this government is doing to us, not especially PMB himself. He made promises to this country and he isn't doing anything about any one of them.
Engaging, informing, and interactive conversation.
Why is the government toying with the life of the citizen? At least the right thing should be done.
Weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. The Morning Crossfire with Sheriff Quadry. On your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And we're back on the Crossfire for the last half hour of the show. I'm Sheriff Quadry. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube right now. That's Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook, Nigeria Info 99.3 on YouTube as well. Before the break, you listened to what the Honorable Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, said about the Special Public Works Program of the federal government. You've heard everything on the show. Feel free to react to any of those thoughts that he shared on the show right now. We've got 24 minutes to go. 0700 993 993 993. That is 0700 993 993 993. The studio line for WhatsApp. The WhatsApp message, the WhatsApp number is 0809 597 5805. Come here. Okay. 0809 597 5805. On WhatsApp, I'd like to know what you think. And please just go straight to the point, okay? If you've. Okay. For Facebook and YouTube, is Nigeria Info 99.3. We're streaming live, so just drop your comment and I'll be taking them. Let's go now and take your thoughts. 60 seconds is all you've got. Good morning to you. Oh, we lost that call. Let's jump on another one. Good morning to you.
Yeah, Chief Quadry, good morning, sir.
Morning to you.
Good morning. The minister is no more there, right? Quick one. Rather than giving these people 20 naira, this 20,000, like Uche asked him, why not pump money into one or two Texas mail? Maybe one in Kano, one in Lagos. Then those people will employ people on a permanent basis than giving people this 20,000 for 3 months. And I don't like the way the man sound. You see the way he's talking as if he's fighting with nobody can do this. The Constitution do. No. Quadry, you see the way you sound on radio. Some of these people should emulate you guys now. Thank you, Chief Quadry.
Thank you for calling me. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, go to this point. The Keyamo did not speak in any harsh manner. He spoke as a man ought to have spoken, representing Nigeria. Then what I want to say is that since this is going to be all over Nigeria, the indigenous people within that state are the ones to be pay attention to first and foremost because it is a grassroots work.
Yeah.
It's not outrageous official work. The indigenous, maybe Lagos, the Lagosians, the indigenous Lagosians are the ones to be engaged first and foremost. And whereby they could not get the number they want before they can take the next state to them. For instance, if a Dolite find pleasure in Plateau State, they should not be paid attention to. But the Plateau indigenes are the ones to be employed first and foremost.
Oh, okay. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Hold on. As regard to building factories.
It's 60 seconds you've got. I'm sorry, yeah? I'm sorry. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, Shari.
Morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Chikodi, calling from VI this morning.
Let's talk.
Yeah, Sharif, I listened to Keyamo very well, and I think that that is vote buying part 2. Why did I say that?
Okay.
The names of the people will it be listed?
Will it be what?
The names of the people will it be listed?
Listed where exactly?
That is will it be?
Maybe you're asking whether there will be maybe a website for it.
The names of the people.
Well, I think that will be on the states.
Yeah, if we can publish it, then one could follow up on that.
Okay.
But without publishing, that's not what we could know.
Right.
Thank you.
I'm with you. I mean, Chikoti is just saying, look, let it be transparent. Let's know the people that we're giving jobs to. That way we can be very, very much aware that it's not vote buying part 2, according to him. 8:35. Good morning to you.
Yeah, Sharif.
Morning to you.
You have Solomon on the line.
Talk to me.
Quickly, if you are saying it's vote buying part 2, are we voting this year? Sharif, I'm asking you.
No, we're not. We're not.
So, what is vote buying? Before Nigeria can even go to national election now, it's going to be 2023. So, what is vote buying? Everything we just want to read minute to it. Look, for the fact that we have 20 naira, 100 naira to buy the card, there are some people that cannot even afford to even buy something of 15 naira per day. Those are the ones that we are talking about.
And that's what the Honorable Minister said.
Well, what are we saying? Everything we want to politicize is vote buying in 2021, and there's election in 2023.
It's fine. It's their opinion. They have the right to it. All right. Thanks for calling me, Solomon. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Serif.
Good morning to you.
My name is Prince Wires, greeting you from Amuodofin.
Good to have you.
I think I lead to the minister, and I want to talk to him. In fact, Serif, the minister is serious. He's ready to work for Nigeria, not for the National Assembly. And if they can employ 1,000 per local government in this country, I've old women, they're not talking about the education level. If we attack a street, if you can sweep the street, you can drink the gutter. What I'm talking about, if you can cut the grasses, that money is for grassroots, not for any educated fellow or you are high somebody. The load to the people. In fact, I really appreciate it. And when we talk about the committee, the religion leader, are they going to forget what they say inside Bible, inside Holy Quran? They must do the just. So all those people that comprise the committee, I really appreciate him. And I want this minister to go ahead. After the 3 months, we still need more. I'm very happy with the minister this morning, and you too that brought the minister to the studio.
Thank you, Prince YS, for calling. Appreciate it. I'm going back to WhatsApp right now. Let's take some WhatsApp messages right quick. Inkem says the hatred has gone beyond control. How did Festus Keyamo speak harsh on the air? Inkem is wondering what was harsh about how the minister spoke this morning. Let's take another one from WhatsApp this morning. I didn't really get what the Honorable Minister said about the jobs creation and what kind of job are they creating. Thank you. He actually explained that. I think he even spent more time explaining the kind of jobs that these people will be doing exactly. And he even said that it's even beyond job creation, that it's about putting money directly into people's pocket in these times, that the semi-formal sector, they've benefited a lot. The formal sector, they've benefited a lot in government intervention programs. The graduates, the SMEs, the businesses, except the grassroots. This is the first time the grassroots will be benefiting something. So according to him, it's a whole lot more than just creating jobs. It's also putting money directly into their pocket. Thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Sorry, let me put on my radio. Hello, sorry.
Yes, please.
Yeah, this person is calling from here.
Welcome.
Yeah, I listened to the Honorable Minister, and he's actually on point. But the problem we have here is that we all know how they play the game in Nigeria. You will see one of the strong individuals hang himself around the corner and couple the entire thing to his or her pocket. or it will also subject the poor to pay some money before the money will get to them. We the honorable minister will say that yes, everything will go directly.
Yeah.
Sherry, forget it.
Mhm.
The loan. Look at even the loan, the youth empowerment loan or whatever.
Yeah.
You will see some individuals that are buying the porter. Even you will see some people. I have someone that paid 20,000 naira in order to get this loan and has not getting this last year. So our system is purely corrupt. So nobody should come on here and say it's not all about book.
When you say
there's no corruption
who is saying there's no corruption? Okay, he's just said that it's going to be. What's the word he used, Seth? I don't want to use the word that he did not use.
Sheriff, let me not waste your brain this morning. The English will be very, very sweet to hear, but the honest truth, Sheriff, is that somebody
somewhere
manipulate the system.
Will manipulate the system.
That is the problem we are having here. It's not as if the government they are not trying in their own hands.
Okay.
But there are people that don't want Nigeria to work. There are people that want this to print the government bad.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I gave you 20 seconds extra on that one. Good morning to you.
Hi, Sheriff.
Morning to you.
Hi, Joe.
I knew that wasn't going to stand when I picked your call. Nothing changed here on my screen. It was supposed to change, but it didn't change. Thank you. Good morning to you.
Sheriff at last. 5 a.m.
Since 5 a.m.
I'm telling you.
You're my person now, eh?
Every time I'll be open. Every time.
Good morning.
That's one I go do.
Good morning. Oh, yeah, take it. Eh?
Thank you, sir. Good one. That minister will speak right now. You know, Uche called the other time.
Yeah.
He said, let me tell you, if you walk on the street, stop 10 Nigerians. They collect 2 billion naira. They will say, where is the money? We don't see the money. Where is the money? We want to see the money. What the minister just said is just seeing the money. Nigerians on the street wants to see the money. That is what they are just doing.
Right.
Then why I want to talk, AMCON. You know, you read an headline.
Yeah.
AMCON, trillions.
4.4 trillion.
Trillions.
That's more than the budget of the entire state.
I've been yearning to talk about it since morning. The makeup of people that are indebted to that money, they are Christians, they are Muslims,
right?
They are foreigners. That buttress what Father Kuka spoke the other day. Very sad. And those AMCON people, they are talking something is sweet in their mouth. I'm very sorry to what he's saying that is sweet in his mouth. I didn't know we have a president. I'm very sorry to say we have a president, but I'm saddened that he's not living up to the billing. Even I voted him twice. If it were this morning, I would sack that DG immediately. You look at debt, even with our work in private company, we have credit customers. We collect our money as they due. How come they put you in charge of an agency? The agency is indebted to trillions, and you are opening your mouth. You are still talking. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Jonathan, for sharing your thoughts. 8:42 is the time. Let's take some comments off of our social media right now. We have comments dropping like tsunami. Arastas Massa says, I wish the federal government them well in their program. Kunle Aluko says, I wish Barrister Keyamo, a substantive minister of labor, ASU face-off would have been resolved. Taiwo Tosin on Facebook, go away, says, many of them are audio human rights. Can't believe Keyamo is now a best friend of Mr. President. Ridiculous pay. Taiwo Tosin is sharing his thoughts. Let's see. Alison Toibat Adeshewa says, advance and power. 3 months in power for the uneducated. I won't be surprised if graduates flooded too. Okay. All right. I get what you're trying to say, but thank you for your thought. Appreciate it. Let's quickly now cross over. Let's just take one. Big Smoke. Go away. Let's go to Twitter and take some tweets that are coming though. Dr. Pastor. Okay. We're just going to go like that. It says, I agree with Keyamo and the caller. We should stop politicizing everything. There is no election in 2021. He's made some very good points, and we should open our minds to it. Keyamo should also listen to the people. They also made some good points. Well done, Nigeria Info. Thank you for your thought, Dr. Pastor, on Twitter this morning. We'll take one more from Twitter very quickly. Lawan Kafaru says, appreciably, it is a brilliant intervention. However, it should be monitored to ensure that those workers are paid their exact wage because we know the behavior of politicians who might take advantage of the program and pay the workers below the stipulated wages. Lawal, the minister, did say that, they will use their BVN to pay them directly. So there's no third party anywhere, according to what he said. Glitz Eco Laundry says he feels he really is really doing a good job. You can imagine as at the year. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I'm sorry. I have to go. Wata Guan says, I didn't know anybody that benefited from that program, but how did they do the recruitment? Wata Guan is putting that across. So when it's time for the recruitment, because not all the states have actually started from what he said, when it's time for the recruitment, I'm sure, that states will make that known. Especially the committee, they will make that known as to what you have to do to get in. Because according to what he said, the people that are selecting, I don't know whether they will be selecting or people will be enrolling. I don't even know the process yet. But when it's time, the committee per state will roll out whatever the process will be. And what I am just hoping that won't happen is that politicians will not hijack it, even at that committee level. Because if you're a pastor or you are an imam, it doesn't stop you from being a politician. You get my fear now. And he said that they don't micromanage. So whatever it is your state is putting forward, that is solely on their hands. It's not on the federal government's hands, according to what the minister said. Because according to him, they don't micromanage the committee. The committee per state are the ones that will forward the names to the center. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, please.
How are you? My name is Sam.
Sam?
Yes.
Okay, welcome, Sam.
Welcome. The minister, I think what they are trying to do is to quickly do something to say, when we were there, the government, this is what we did. How do you say that setting up a factory will take 2, 3, 4 years? and this government have 4 years, 3 years to go. It does not take 2 years to set up a factory. After this deployment of 3 months, will the people not eat again? Will not go back to hunger?
Maybe it does not take 4 years to set up a factory for an individual. We're talking about the government here, where you have a lot of
when you set it up, you did not operate it. Is government not continuous?
In this country,
the Lagos Ibadan road that they are doing now, it was started by Jonathan, and now they continue on it.
Mm-hmm.
Even if Buhari did not go, let the next government continue what they if the bill.
Yes, you're right. I support that totally.
Yes, ma'am.
You're right.
Why should you say that? Because you want to quickly give people money. So this dashing of money. This one is that, and the people who are the real grassroots are the beggars, the lay. The blind that are on the street. If you want to give, it's not people that have account or BVN. We are just deceiving ourselves.
Okay. All right. I hear you. Thank you for your thought. 8:47. Good morning to you.
Mr. Jerry.
What
good
now?
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Ikule from Lucky 5 by Kurudu.
Welcome.
It shocked you, Mr. Sheriff.
What?
When somebody said it's vote buying, it shocked you. When somebody said the minister was arrogant, it shocked you. Don't be shocked, though, Mr. Sheriff. This government is the best government so far in the history of this country.
It's the best.
I'm telling you. I'm saying this with the caboodle of my mouth. When we talk of a government looking at the poor, the poorest of the poor, this is the best government. The government of the president, Muhammadu Buhari, is the best. Somebody is telling me factory. We are talking of social. The minister said it clearly. He said the program was brought under the social investment program just to assist people to cushion the effect of COVID-19. People must survive before the factory, Mr. Sheriff. Even in your area there, for you to set up a pure water factory. I mean, how much are we talking about? 50 billion, even less than 50 billion. 46 point something billion naira. You are telling me to set up a factory that will accommodate 774. And this man has told us, he said after the 3 months, he talked about the exit program.
Yeah.
He don't know what do we want, Mr. Sherry, shock you? May God help us.
Thank you for calling me. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, Sherry.
Morning to you.
Yeah, this is Remy.
Welcome, Remy. Talk to me.
Sorry, when is the local government election coming up?
Why are you asking?
It is this year. Sometimes June or May. But you guys, some people are saying there's no election this year. That is wrong.
Okay.
So to me, maybe someone could probably ascribe it as vote buying.
But you know that this is a nationwide thing,
I
not
know.
just in Lagos.
For those who are busy saying there's no election this year, they are very wrong.
But you
should
know,
have corrected them.
you know that it's a nationwide program, right?
No doubt. You should have corrected them for them saying there's no election this year.
Okay.
Abi?
Thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Thank you, Remy. Always appreciative of your calls. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sherry.
Good morning to you.
Please, Oluwaseun.
Can you speak out, Oluwaseun?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Are you fine?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm
Okay.
fine.
All right. Talk to me.
I joined the program. How can I listen to everything again? So I missed something from the minister's interview.
I'm with you, Oluwaseun. We're listening to you. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't get what he said. No, I didn't get. Nigeria Info, good morning to you. Yeah.
Morning, sir.
Morning to you.
Adegoke from Lekki.
Talk to me.
Yeah, it's good that the government is coming up with programs that at least will help. But we are looking at the general masses in general as in what will help the common man on the streets. How about looking at the beggars on the streets? Who cares for them? You know, the common man there. Who cares for them? What activity, what program do you have for the less privileged? You know, not even just people that already have something they are really making, but we need to care also for those who cannot make anything. Even in a day, they don't eat once a day, they hardly eat. So we should care more for them. And for Uncle what's his name? From Lucky Fiber, this is not the best government to abeg. Don't politicize it. It's not. Thank you.
Thank you for calling me. I appreciate it. Nigeria Info, good morning to you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, Mr. Alani from Okuku.
Welcome, Alani.
Yeah. The Honorable Mr.
You need to turn off your radio right now. Turn it off right now.
Yeah, hold on, at the office now. Hold on. Yeah. Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry. MC Oluomo, he mentioned MC Oluomo from Lagos State.
Yeah.
Do you know that MC Oluomo is a shifter of APC in Lagos State?
Is what?
A shifter of APC in Lagos State.
Oh, okay.
And Yaloja is also a shifter of APC in Lagos State.
Okay.
And they get directive from their leader before they do anything. That's what he's telling us. Are we fool? We are
Okay.
not fool now.
So, but you also heard what he said about the national bodies of these organizations, you know, sending them names of state leaders, state chairmen. And Oluomo is the state chairman of NURTW, Abi? Sheroni?
Yes.
Hey, so what is now the force there? He's the state chairman. Should they leave him?
He was trying to tell us that it was not a party shifter, something like that. Yes, I want him to know that Oluomo is a shifter of APC in Lagos State.
I am not.
Yaloja is a shifter of APC in Lagos State. This is what I want
Thank
to
you. Thank you for calling me. I appreciate it. Apparently, I need to go out now for a quick break. I'll be back.
To work with the company with the most history worldwide. Are you ambitious, a smart worker? Do you have a great attitude? Ready to take your career to the next level? Here is an opportunity for you. Please call 0815 705 0505 or 0905 637 4258 to book for an interview.
I won't tell you the secret of better food. Now the new no chicken and classic seasoning powder. The ingredient that take make am na natural by nature, like real chicken, rosemary, black and white pepper, garlic, onion, parsley, mushroom, coriander, and plenty more. If you knack new no seasoning powder for inside your jollof, fried rice, egusi, and all other soup, you go know say flavor pass flavor. New no seasoning powder, natural by ingredients. Bang by flavor.
Naija no dey carry last. That is why we push our bodies, stretch our minds in order to succeed. And when our bodies break down with pains, aches, and fever, we know Emzo paracetamol will help us push through. So with Emzo paracetamol in our hands, success in our eyes, and the Naija fighting spirit in our hearts, we tell pain, not today.
For aches, pains, and fever, trust Emzor paracetamol. If symptoms persist after 2 days, please see your doctor.
Hey, Doredo, better it safe. Now 10 gigabyte data just land my Airtel so. Guess how much? 3,000 naira. 3K for 10 gigabyte data. You shock, Abi? Make I add extra shock. 5,000 naira go give you 20 gigabyte data. Now so me say for shock.
That's right. With Airtel data, just a little more gets you so much more. Introducing Airtel More for More data plans, like 10 gigabytes for just 3,000 naira and 20 gigabytes for 5,000 naira.
Dial *141# today to experience the network with the widest 4G coverage.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
This is Morning Crossfire on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Oh yes, it's the Morning Crossfire here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's weird, Abby, 8:55. All right, so we have to go now. We really must go. Many thanks to everybody that took part on the show today. We appreciate your calls, your SMSs, your thoughts, for joining us on Facebook and YouTube. We love you for that. Let me also let you know that tomorrow we'll be speaking about land grabbing, the culture of land grabbing. We'll be speaking with a very experienced lawyer. Barrister Monday Ubani will be joining me on the show tomorrow to discuss that. On Wednesday, we'll be looking at COVID-19 and general misconceptions that you must have heard about, that dreadful virus. And on Thursday, we'll be talking about effects of COVID-19 on fertility, why you should think about what COVID-19 may be doing to your fertility status. We'll be having an experienced gynecologist on the show on Thursday. And on Friday, we'll be talking about caring for your eye, glaucoma, and your vision. I'll be having a young lady, an advocate against glaucoma, on the show on Friday. That is how our week has been planned on the Morning Crossfire this week. Hopefully, we're gonna we won't have to deviate, but if anything big comes up, we'll have to deviate a little from the lineup I just read out to you. All right then. So let's see if we can give somebody 10,000 naira today. Shall we do that? Just a minute is our own CSR here on Nigeria Info, where we give 10,000 naira to one lucky listener every day. Weekdays, rather, Monday through Friday, every week here on Nigeria. It's our way of saying thank you, and please take this to, keep body and soul together. That's what we do here on Nigeria Info. Same goes for the sports shows that we have. Monies are being given out on our sports shows as well. We appreciate your time. We value you so, so very much. Thank you. So let's play Just a Minute, shall we? Here on Nigeria Info. Let's do that.
This is Just a Minute on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello, good morning to you. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning to you. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is Lukman Aro.
Lukman Aro.
Yes, sir.
You've won Just a Minute before. When was it?
June 2000.
Okay, so you can play. Don't worry, you can play. So let's play. I'm sure that you know the rules, right?
Yeah, I know the rules.
All right, sir. So let's play Just a Minute then.
This is Just a Minute.
Lukman, tell me exactly what is the name of my guest this morning and his ministry?
Festus Keyamo, the Minister of State for Labor. Yeah, Minister of State for Labor.
Minister of State for Labor. I'll give it to you. It's Minister of State for Labor and Employment. I'll give it to you. Now, let's talk. What is the full meaning of ASU?
Academic Staff Union of University.
2 questions correctly. Can you tell me exactly where Nigeria Info is located?
It's in Ian Crescent, Victoria Island.
Fantastic. 3 questions correct. Now, my 4th question is, what is Nigeria Info's Facebook page called?
Nigeria Info 99.3.
Fantastic. So you got 4 questions correctly. Lukman, what you have to do now is stay on the line, Lukman. We'll get your details and then we can put you on standby as a potential winner for the day. Our guys downstairs will pick up your call right now and speak to you. Very quickly now to get your details. Lukman, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, I can hear you.
You know what you're going to do, Lukman? Huh?
Yes.
Now, I'm not sure that we can take your calls right now, but what you can do is try as much as possible to give me the last 4 digits of your number.
The last 4 digits of my number.
Yeah.
Okay. 6911.
6911.
Yes, sir.
So do something for me, Lukman. You know our WhatsApp line, right?
Yeah, I know your WhatsApp.
Okay, send your details.
I don't have a WhatsApp phone, but I will.
Please do that. Please do that. Now send your details to the WhatsApp number with this your number, or if you are using another phone, just quote your full number, but it must have these last 4 digits, okay?
All right.
And your bank details as well. I mean, you never know, you can just be the winner. Lagos, I have to go right now. The news is coming up right now.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info. YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.